equip cadets for this reality. Depot uses extensive scenario-based training.
I really need help here.
Training that provides the tools to carry out everyday policing.
We'll put down everything on paper, what you saw, what you know, and that'll really help our investigation, all right?
Okay. Cadets are exposed to 115 scenarios, so we force them to look at a situation and tell us, as a police officer, how would you manage this situation with the end in mind of meeting the expectations of the people we serve.
And amidst all of the practical training, cadets must excel in a rigorous academic environment, covering subjects like law, investigative techniques, and cultural diversity, to name a few. It's a steep learning curve at Depot, and second-timer Roberto Bruni is struggling to keep up.
Sometimes you feel down at night. Usually it's at night that you feel homesick a little bit, because you have time to think. At night time, sometimes it's a little bit frustrating sometimes, but it's only 6 months of your life, and then it's all done.
The separation from family and friends can be hard to bear during the holidays. And for Roberto Bruni, it proves to be too much. For the second time in 6 years, he has failed to last longer than a week at Depot and decides to go home. Depot Division is a place where civilians arrive as cadets and leave as highly trained members of the RCMP. But it's also a place where civilians arrive for regular work, where they mend uniforms, cut hair, and prepare meals. Some of these people have worked at Depot for more than 20 years.
My name's Susan Cullen. I work at the RCMP Training Academy at the Division Mess. Been here for 21 years. You meet so many wonderful people, and I'm proud of each and every one of the cadets. It makes you cry sometimes when they say goodbye. Yeah.
I've been here 5.5 years, but my background's sewing. I really don't know if the people of Canada realize how much they give to serve us. It's phenomenal. They leave family, they leave kids, they leave wives, they leave their jobs. It's amazing what the dedication they've got. I'm proud to be part of Depot. I really am. Yeah, we're not just hemming pants here, we're dressing Mounties.
Now, try those on next, and when you come out, you can throw those into the shop and Carter's Keepers. Okay. I'll take those rejects and put them away while you're doing that. My name's Rick McElvenna. I've worked here in Depot stores outfitting recruits and cadets for my 37th year now. So I've outfitted about 25 to 29,000 members altogether through my course of my career. I had something, not all of them individually, but I've had something to do with some of them. So we're just getting the knack of it now, eh?
I grew up on base as an RCMP brat. My father is a retired member, so I mean, I spent a lot of time at Depot. This is actually nice to kind of get back and actually put in my or pay my dues, so to speak. So it's great. The atmosphere is phenomenal. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
It's to me that's what it's all about. It's that sense of family. It's that sense of grounding and the bonding that we take place. And for them, Depot's home. For them, Depot's where their career is, and they form a huge part of Depot, and they form a huge part of the organization.
I farm full-time, so I call myself semi-retired, so this is more enjoyment for me. I mean, I can meet people from all across Canada. It's great fun watching them come in, and especially the trouble they can get into as a troop. That's the fun part. How long has your dad been in service?
28 years? Well, coming on 28.
Really? So he's never been back since then?
He came back for the funeral for Manitour.
I knew all four of those guys.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I saw every one of those go through training here. Actually, that was a pretty tough Saturday that day when that happened. A few cadets that went through here did die in the line of duty. You know, 10 that I know myself that lost their lives in the line. So.
Each and every one of Depot's streets is named after a member who was killed in the line of duty. It's a constant reminder to its cadets that police work is extremely dangerous. The days and weeks pass by quickly. Winter turns to spring, and training gets more advanced. Cadets experience the pain of getting pepper sprayed. Working through the pain is what teaches them to focus.
Open your eyes. Blink. Okay. Find the bag. Find the bag. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Find your radio.
Dispatch, this is 92011.
10-4, where are you?
1020, west end of Edmonton. TM. I can't breathe. Deep breath, deep breath.
Blink your eyes.
It's not just pepper spray. Each cadet must also be exposed to gas. The instructor works the cadets to enhance their breathing rates. The more breathing, the more gas their bodies will take in.
Doff your masks. Back to front. Rio, where are you from? Where?
Training generates a strong bond between cadets, a bond that grows deeper over the course of the demanding 6-month training period.
When you're at your lowest of your low, you possibly go, there's always someone there to pick you up. And the same can be said for when you see a troop mate that's following you know, and you're able to pick them up.
We can stand shoulder to shoulder with any organization across the world. And I really believe that the training that those cadets get for the 6 months in Depot is second to none.
There is a revolving door at Depot. With each new troop that arrives, another graduates. Kevin Marion's dream of becoming a member of the RCMP is almost a reality. His troop graduates this week.
Standing at the airport makes Depot worth it. It makes everything that you've gone through in the past 24 weeks worth it. Seeing your parents come down that escalator, standing in your red surge, and the tears start flowing.
It was a shock. It's people that step back into your life after 6 months, and everything that's happened here is so detached from what I had back there, So
what you got to do before you leave here next week, Tuesday morning, you've got to find the time, and it will go by in a heartbeat. You've got to find the time to take a moment to thank the person or the people in this troop that helped you get to where you're at. Every day that I have here is a bit of a blessing, quite frankly. When I have a chance to play the role of the commanding officer and hand out that badge on graduation day, it's sort of the highlight of my week. It's absolutely phenomenal. It puts me on a high.
It's incredible to be a part of this history, and now I'm actually a part of it. I can't even explain how much of an honor it is.
To me, it's just not a ceremony where you give someone a badge. To me, it's very, very personal. And you can just see that when they come up with a sense of purpose. They come up saying, you know what, I've earned that badge. It's time for you to present me with my badge, and I'm ready to go out and be involved in policing across Canada.
Definitely one of the proudest moments in my career. Would have thought 28 years ago, actually almost 29 years ago, when I walked through those doors, that I would see my son one day join the outfit, which it's a great honor.
It's a good culmination after 24 weeks. It's good to finally get that badge.
Graduation does not simply mark the end of training. It celebrates those who were strong enough to make it through, and it welcomes them as the newest additions to the ranks and to the RCMP family.
It's emotional, that's for sure. You see 3 generations of police officers, and I'm the last one. It's definitely an honor to have them presenting me as well.
And I'm so proud of both of them. It doesn't matter what color uniform you wear. The RCMP is a great organization, as well as all the other police forces across country, but I just can't be more proud of these 2 young men right now, as their dad.
This is our time to enjoy it, and I think a lot of us are proud to do that. So.
I present to you 28 individuals who have braved hardship, personal and professional, to earn the right to protect and serve our communities, and to do so with pride and preparedness. Running the elite they consider themselves worthy of wearing their Stratconic police uniform. I present to you Troop 40.